Hello and welcome to this Information Gathering over the Internet lecture. My name is Muharrem Aydin. I am a computer engineer and cybersecurity expert, and I'll be your instructor in this lecture. In this lecture, you'll learn the types and methods of information gathering, the classic information gathering methods such as Whois and banners, how to use search engines to gather information, how to gather information about the people who are related to a target company, how to find more from the archives, and the tools to help you collect valuable information about the target company. The first phase in security assessment is focused on collecting as much information as possible about the target. Information gathering is one of the most critical steps of hacking or penetration testing. The more information is gathered about the target, the more it becomes possible to customize the attack. In this section, we're going to answer these questions. What can we learn about the target over the Internet? How can we collect the information? Where can we find the information about the target? Before we begin, we should answer a basic question. What is the target? Target is the company, institute, network, system, or even a person that we want to hack. An application, a person, a system. We'll try to collect every bit of information that helps us to hack the target. There are two types of information gathering. The first type is passive information gathering. In this type of information gathering, you don't want to be detected by the target. In this regard, you don't use tools that send traffic to the target, neither from your host nor an anonymous one across the Internet. Passive information gathering activities may include, but are not limited to, identifying IP addresses and subdomains, identifying external or third-party sites, identifying people who are related to the target, identifying technologies, identifying content of interest, identifying vulnerabilities. You can collect information passively from web archives, mail archives, social networks, search engines, etc. A second type is active information gathering. In this type of information gathering, you scan on the target systems. Active information gathering requires more preparation for the attacker pen tester because it leaves traces which are likely to alert the target or produce evidence against him in the course of a possible digital investigation. There are a lot of places you can collect data over the Internet. Web archives. Suppose that a sensitive data was published accidentally. A few days later, the admins realize the mistake and remove the data from the website. But what if someone has already archived that website with the sensitive data? Scanning the ports and services, you can find the ports accessible over the Internet. The target company opened that service, intentionally or unintentionally. Using search engines, you can find enormous pieces of useful information. Beyond the known weaknesses, leave traces on the websites, on headers, titles, URLs. You can easily find these traces using search engines. You can find some useful information about the target company on social networks, for example, Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. Suppose the target company is looking for a new system admin to hire. Look at the job sites or LinkedIn. What would you see? The information about systems that are used in the target company? Or tools and programs used to monitor those systems? Look at the experts working for a target company carefully. Do they subscribe to forums or mail lists? What kind of problems do they share on this forum or these mail lists? Asking for help about Java version 9 or Hibernate framework. You take and publish pictures of your secret disaster recovery center on your website. You're sure that it's impossible to understand from the picture where the center is. Are you sure? What about the metadata of the picture? Did you choose the location info? Whois is a web application used to get information about the target website, such as the administrator's email address, details about the registration. Whois is a very large database and contains information of approximately all the websites. It can be searched by domain name or an IP address block. The protocol stores and delivers database content in a human-readable format. You can use the whois command of Linux systems to get the whois query results. In addition, there are some websites that help you to get the whois query results. You see some of them on the slide, and whois Service of Domain Tools websites is also given as an example. If we analyze the banners of the response sent by the web systems of the target company, we can find some detailed information about the server, the technology used, etc. We send a request to port 80 of nhs.uk website using Telnet services and get the response. Look at the server and the X-powered by headers. We learned that the application server of nhs.uk is Microsoft-IIS version 8.0 and ASP.NET. It's used to develop the web application. But hold on, are we sure? Could the information be fake?